Tornado absolutely tore up tornado. Maybe that'll be the name of the video. Tore up tornado. Does that sound good? What do you think, bud? Tore up tornado?
Tornadoed up.
Tornadoed up. I'm going to cut this because this is going to be my idea. Tornadoed up. I like that one. Hey guys, Scary Barry coming at you. Hey, listen, I want to talk to you today. Something has just happened and I want to include you in the... It's not fun, so I don't want to say include you in the fun. I want to include you in the befuddlement. I think befuddlement would be a good word. Any of you that have paramotors know there's a constant sort of maintenance that goes along with it. Little burbles here, there, changing the spark plugs, doing some things. All paramotors across the board have their share of maintenance. The 25-hour maintenance wasn't done that long ago. It's only been, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 hours if I checked on the meter. It hasn't been that many hours that it's run since the 25-hour maintenance. And we had that dude tore all the way down and really looked it over good. So I was a little befuddled when I lost power. And here's what happened, guys. Here's what made me look at this today. Let me tell you where I was at. So after my engine out, started back up, flew in the air, came home, landed it, and she just wouldn't stay idling, guys. It just idled really rough. I had to keep a little bit of throttle on it to keep it running. So I thought, well, I'm gonna check the spark plug, which I did. And I'm gonna let you see the spark plug right here. See if I can get in here on it. Spark plug is running just a little bit rich. So I thought, well, that could be it. Maybe she just needs a new spark plug, right? So I popped a new spark plug in it and started it back up, and it still would not idle. So I thought, well, maybe I got to adjust that idle screw, but it seemed strange because it ran fine up until that moment when I had an engine out. So it seemed strange that idler screw would change. So I thought, I'm going to pull the head off of there, just take a look in there, and I'd like to see what the piston's doing. Is it carbon buildup? Is the exhaust port maybe plugged or anything like that? So I look in there quite often, guys. So what I want to share with you today is the befuddlement, which is my nightmare today. The tornado is destructive at times, and I want to show you what I found in here and see if we can get in here with the camera. So what happened was I pulled this head off of here, and I'm going to show you what I seen. Pull that off, and I was like, right? Oh my God, what is happening right here? Look at this. It almost looks like a piston ring or something shredded inside of there. That is just a metal chunk buildup. That is toast, guys. That machine, that is gone, right? So let's look at this. If you can look at that, if I can get it to focus, if you push on the piston, you'll see it moves really nice. I mean, there's no catching, there's no grabbing. Let's see if I can turn it back out. So yeah. Look at that. Look at the chunks on there though, right? It's just pitted and broken and busted. And if you look down in here, it's just scored the living heck out of that wall. That wall's toast. That whole thing is going to have to be replaced, guys. So I'm going to dig in there and see what happened. See if maybe a piston ring came off or caught an exhaust port or if something broke. But whatever it was, it continued to run just not well. I am befuddled, but I wanted to share this with you guys. I don't know if it's under warranty. I don't know if it's something I did. That's what we're going to find out together. So I'll keep you updated as we go along, and hopefully we can find out good news. I can get some new parts ordered. All right, guys, so we got a little bit further. I got the jug off of here. I want you to see the carnage, the absolute destruction that is happening all up in here. Hopefully you can see down in there. I mean, that's got to be like 2-inch gouge deep, right? Or that might be, I might be exaggerating a little bit. What would you say, Graham? 1.5-inch gouge?
Couple millimeter at least.
Couple millimeter. What an idiot. I think I'm going to give, Air Conception has a forum that I can get on Facebook and talk to. I believe his name is Laurent. I think is his name. He's helped me out before. Seems to be a real reasonable guy, and he tries to stay on top of things. But what I'm thinking is happening is there's a friend of mine. His name is Drew. And Graham says he's had this happen to his as well. Okay, so what we're talking about is this ring right here, guys. Hopefully you can see that. It's like an L shape. And this is the first I've heard of this. It doesn't really want to focus too much. But evidently the shape of these piston rings, they knew there was a flaw in that, and it's caused this kind of damage before. So from what I understand, it's under warranty and it should be replaced. I just need to contact the right people. So I'll keep in touch with you and let you know what's going on with that, and we'll see just how long it takes to get some new parts here and get this thing in the air. All right, guys, so I employed the help of my buddy Graham here, and I just wanted to show you what this looks like as it starts to come out of here. As he was tapping on this side, there was 2 rings that we pulled out. He tapped that through to this side while I braced it with this block.
We should show them what we use. We just use a socket extension because that fits inside the hole, but holds it lands on this, whatever that is, pin.
The pin.
The pin, large pin. So we tapped it through. And you have to tap it all the way out. Yeah, there we go.
Then the whole thing should slide off of there. You just don't want to make sure that bearing doesn't fall into any kind of dirt or nastiness. Keep that bearing all nice and clean there. Well done, Graham. Great job, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Couldn't have done it without him. He's awesome. Man, just would you look at that? Look at that carnage, man.
It looks like
it looks absolutely
a crystal
nuts.
mountain.
A crystal mountain.
Crystal mountain?
I think it looks like a sadness mountain. A sadness mountain. But we're going to make it into a happy mountain, hopefully. So skip forward 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks is about how long it's been. Guys, the new parts come in. So I want to talk to you a little bit about this. First of all, I'm so thankful to have these new parts in. I didn't pay a dime. But what has happened is evidently there was a recall on my machine. There's a whole list of these machines that got recalled for bad piston rings. They knew it was an issue. It's this ring right here, the L-shaped ring. If you have this in your machine, there should be a recall on it. I'll put a link down below to the list of both Nitro and Tornado 280s that are on the recall list. So what happened, guys, they recalled these machines because of these rings, these piston rings were bad. They knew it was bad. But there was a misunderstanding somewhere. So I was never notified. I didn't know it was an issue. It was posted on the Facebook forum, but I don't look through there that much, so I really didn't even see it, guys, or I would have known to look. All right, so let's see if I can explain this. It's kind of confusing, but it makes sense. It was really nobody's fault, guys, that I missed the recall. I contacted Laurent with Air Conception. I got a hold of him on Facebook, and he had told me there was a recall and I should have been notified by my dealer. So I contacted my dealer, Dave. Oh my gosh, let's go back a little bit further. I was sent some replacement parts on another warranty issue where my reed valves had gone bad and fallen into the engine. Anyway, Laurent took care of that from Air Conception. He had sent me parts out warranted. So those came about the same time as the recall was happening on the piston from Air Conception. So Dave was under the assumption that I was given the new part. Laurent was under the assumption that Dave would let me know I needed to have a new part. Anyway, I want to make sure you guys understand there was just a huge misunderstanding. I'm pretty sure Dave down at Midwest PPG took care of the shipping and the cost of this. Dave, if that's the truth, I really, really appreciate you doing that for me. He just gave me a thumbs up, said I was taken care of. The parts arrived a couple weeks later, and I truly, truly believe it was a big misunderstanding. And Dave, if you took care of this, thank you so much, man. I owe you big time. I owe you a big one. Now, with that being said, Laurent has always been really good about replacement parts. I just think he feels that it's not his fault, and I think Dave kind of feels it's not his fault. I think it's nobody's fault, guys. I just think it was a big, huge miscommunication. Kind of like right now, I can't talk to you. I think that's all it was. Anyway, water under the bridge. I got my new parts, and we're gonna get them installed. I got to show you this though, right? Check this out, right? New piston, whoop, whoop. Old piston, whoop, whoop. Old cylinder. Now, I don't know if you guys can see in there. There's those big gouges, right? And then the new one, look at that. It's so shiny, it's so pretty. Makes me so happy. Yeah, buddy. And then the head, right? Look at that nasty thing. All gnarled up and just growly, right? That's just sad. That's a sad looking head. Brand spanking new, guys, right? It's going to be basically like it was when I first bought the motor. It's got all new parts in it, so I'm going to have to go through that break-in process again. During that break-in process, you need to run the fuel a little bit richer than you do when you normally do it. So I'll remix the fuel up and we'll do a run through on that. If you want to hang out a little bit longer, I'll put this together. We'll start it on the back, see how she runs, and then we'll take it for a short flight and evaluate it. So stay tuned, guys. Let's do this thing. Let's get it put together. Ow, man. God, that ain't no funny bone. Why they call that a funny bone? I don't know. right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get this thing put back together. Everything looks tight. I just finger tightened it, but I think it'll be fine. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Don't. So you got it all put back together. We got the head on. We got the cylinder together. We got the fuel. Got the spark plug all put. We got everything done, ready to go. So the next thing to do is stick this thing on my back. You making fun of me right now?
He's gonna stick it. He's gonna stick it on his back.
I'm gonna stick it on my back. Graham mixed the gas to the higher ratio mix so we can get that nice and saturated, or what do you call that? Lubricated. Yeah, we're gonna get it properly lubricated just like a brand new motor. So let's strap this thing on and fire it up and let's see how she runs. All right, so far so good. Everything seems to be working great, guys. So I'm gonna put it through its braking cycle, which is a long time, and I'm not gonna put you through that, guys. It's a lot of standing around, watching the RPMs and the clock at the same time. So as you can see, it's dark outside anyway, so we're not gonna fly today. So I'll go ahead and do the break-in process, and I will catch you the next sunny, beautiful, happy day, and we'll take this in the air and we'll give it a run, see how she does. All right, guys, where are we at? Look at this day. Look what this day turned out to be. The sun is shining. It is absolutely gorgeous. I got the wing set up, and we're gonna test doing this. I ran it through all of its paces yesterday or last night. It took me, it's a 40-minute break-in process, guys. It's like 30 minutes at 4,000, 10 minutes at 6,000 RPMs. But that's all done and ready to go. So let's just quit talking. Let's get this thing in the air and see how she does.
Check one, check. Well, I tell you, she's a beautiful day out here. The sun going down. The air is calm and smooth, almost too calm, right, for a foot launch here. But if you look, hopefully maybe you can see that flag showing up there. Yeah, my flag isn't doing nothing, which means I'm going to have to run a lot to get in the air tonight. But we got a good wing setup, so we should be okay. We'll get all clipped in and get in the air here. All right, a little even tension on the A's. Okay, we're going to get ready to run like hell with zero wind. It's going to be a little bit of a tough launch, probably. Let's hit it. And we're off. Into the wild blue yonder. Now, I'm going to go off a full throttle a little bit. Baby, this motor, trying to keep it right around 6,000, 5,500 RPM. We're going to fly it around for about 10 minutes or so. But with the motor being freshly rebuilt, it sounds great right now. But I'm not going to go too far away from the LZ. Just because if there is any issues, I want to be able to put her down pretty quick. So we're just going to hang out over the house here, and we're going to give her about a 10-minute flight. And then give her about a 10-minute flight, and then we're going to start on the ground and check the spark plug, see if she's running rich, running lean, anything like that. Oh my gosh, I know we're just giving her a test run tonight, but would you look at that sun, ladies and gentlemen? Look at that sun over there going down. Oh, life is good. I just flew through some of my prop launch. That was a little bump and a half, which I'm going to get into a little bit of that just since I'm circling the field here. I am going to go a little higher though. Just makes my options that much more. But I'm going to keep her under 6,000. I don't want to give a full throttle yet. We'll just kind of climb here above the LZ for a while. Just go a little higher, 6,000 RPM is about where I'm running it. I don't know if that shows up on the GoPro, but 6,200 is what I'm running it at. Elevation is definitely my friend right now, but I don't want to give it full throttle to get there. I want to break this engine in nice and gentle. But I do want to climb. That way, if I do have an engine out, I have plenty of time to get my LZ lined up and where I need to be. So we're just doing a bunch of big circles here. Not a whole lot of piloting skill going on tonight. But obviously, the higher I go, the further away I can get from my LZ. Because I know my glide ratio will take me back there. Boy, she's running smooth, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see. Let's talk about what did we put in that dude. We got brand new piston ring. We got an all new gasket material. We got a new jug. And we got a new head. And back in December, we put brand new reed valves in there. So basically, this is kind of a brand new engine, guys. Right? There's not a whole lot. Oh, a brand new spark plug. Got a brand new spark plug in that bad boy. So yeah, almost, 27 hours on the motor now. And she said to have a full rebuild due to a recall issue. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful up here tonight. It's just, the air is just so smooth. And guys, I don't know if you noticed, no gloves, right? No gloves. I got no gloves going on, and I got just a light jacket tonight. So spring is here, summer is coming. It was 68 degrees today, but it's happening, guys. Things are happening. Summer is going to be here before you know it. Be out here huffing and puffing, trying to get this thing up in the air, sweating. I will tell you one thing that's nice though right now is when you land and put your wing away, there's no mosquitoes. Ain't got no mosquitoes biting at you. So this is kind of the perfect night, guys. I mean, literally, it's not too hot. It's very comfortable to be up here in a jacket. And I ain't got no skeeters going to bite on me when I land. All right, still haven't taken her to full throttle. I'm running her around 55, 6,000, 6,200. I'm going to see if I can get you a visual of that on here. Take her back up to where I had it. So yeah, right there we go. We're at 6,200, 6,300, 6,220. Everything is new, guys, and I want to make sure this motor gets broken in properly. I don't want to over rev it. I don't want to do any hard climbs. I don't want to do any consistent high rev. So we're just kind of babying it. And I'm telling you, I'm getting really good at circling my LZ. I hate to say the word boring. It's not boring, man. Anytime you're in the air flying, it's never boring. But just to be safe, I'm literally just going in a great big circle here. Right there's my LZ. I don't know if you can see it. It looks small from up here. But I'd rather have it within glide distance, and where I know if anything happens with this motor, I can make it there just fine and land it. Ringing around the LZ, we should call it, I guess, right? Definitely churning up the air a little bit. It's getting bumpier and bumpier each trip I make around here. We'll do a couple more laps, guys. That'll be about 10 minutes, and then we'll put her on the ground and take a look at that spark plug. Should be a pretty good telltale now whether it's running rich or lean. But I got a feeling the way she sounds and the way she feels, she's running just fine. All right, guys, I think that's about got her. That's about the 10-minute there. I don't want to fly, even though it's still beautiful out and I can still fly, I want to put her on the ground and look at that spark plug, because if she's too lean, I got to make some adjustments. I don't want to fly her too long that way. Too rich also can be bad sometimes. So I want to check that right away after a run-in like this. Yeah, she's looking just calm. There's no wind at all on the ground tonight. So it'd probably be a little bit of a fast landing. But I think we'll handle it all right. All right, come down out of our seats. Get lined up here. Get ready to run, Scary. Ooh, man, we moving. Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's put that thing down behind us. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm hooked on the GoPro. Oh, my lines. Oh, man, they always get hooked on that GoPro. Man, that was a run, right? There was no wind to help me out. I was definitely running, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get this stuff put away, get the helmet off, and then we'll check that spark plug out, see how she looks.
All right, guys, let's pull this spark plug out of here. Ooh, motor's still a little warm, not bad. Be nice and gentle here. All right, moment of the truth. What we got here, in my opinion, she looks a little lean, but not terrible. I mean, she's getting that brown color, but that's a good, hour and a half worth of running. It should be darker than that. So I think I'm gonna probably richen that up just a little bit more. before the next flight, and we'll check it then. All right, guys, so that's it. So let's conclude it up. Let's finish this video up. And I just want to say, guys, you know, all paramotors have issues. Every paramotor there is out there is going to have issues. It's just part of the game when you own a paramotor, guys. You got to work on them. There's tinkering you got to do. I will tell you the big difference between the two. Fresh Breeze motor is running amazing right now. Tim Garvey got a hold of that and fixed it for me, made it run. The big difference between the two companies are, guys, Air Conception has now warrantied two things, right? And communication has been amazing with Air Conception. Both with Dave down at Midwest PPG, he's always texted me back, he's always called me back, and I believe he paid for the repairs on this. And then Laurent, which I contact through Facebook, he's been amazing as well, guys. He sent me the new reed valves before, all that kind of stuff that came along with it. If I can say anything about the difference between Fresh Breeze and Air Conception, it's not that either one of the motors are superb to the other one. Obviously one's heavier, one's lighter, one's got more power, one's got less power. The biggest difference is customer service, guys. The customer service between those two are night and day. Both with the distributor, the dealer, and with the factory itself. Those guys have been more than happy to help me, always communicating and have my problems taken care of really quickly. Fresh Breeze, on the other hand, I didn't have that type of customer service or that kind of, even when I called direct, I didn't get the parts here when I needed them. But anyway, long story short, actually, it's probably not. This is probably a long video, and I do apologize for that, guys. I had a lot of stuff I wanted to cover. But the flight went great. The engine sounds good. We're going to richen it up a little bit, make it a little bit safer to fly for now. I want it more rich than lean. But heck yeah, I appreciate you all coming along, and hope you enjoyed the journey of the repairs on the Tornado. And if you have any questions, please give me a call. Well, it might be tough to do since you don't have my number, but leave me a message down below and I'll get back with you, especially if you have a Tornado or a Nitro and you think your number may be on that list. First of all, look at the link I put down below in the description. And if you still aren't sure, give me a buzz and or give me a message and I'll get a hold of you and make sure that you're okay. So anyway, until next time, guys, I love you and I appreciate you coming along. And as always, I hope to see you in the skies, guys. Talk to you later. Scareberry out. Have a good one.